If you're only new to vaping or even considering taking it up and you're not really sure where to start, then stay tuned because this is for you. G'day everyone, my name's Al and welcome to Gold Coast Vaping. So there's typically two types of devices. There's mouth to lung, or what's known as MTL, or direct lung, hence DL. Now with the mouth to lung, you basically, when you inhale on the unit, you're inhaling it into your, or drawing the vapor into your mouth and then inhaling it into your lungs. No different to if you're smoking a cigarette. Also too, with mouth to lung devices or MTLs, you usually find they're nice and small, something like that, and they've got an automatic fire on them. And you know, they do have a tight draw, so they do try to reproduce the same type of smoking as you would a cigarette. And then you've got direct lung or DL. Direct lung is when you're basically inhaling the vapor directly into your lungs. So with your mouth to lung, it's just as simple as exactly the same as smoking a cigarette. With your direct lung, it's something like this. You usually got a lot bigger devices as well. You can have variable wattage and one thing and another. And you can usually build your own coils, go sub-ohm tanks, one thing and another. And you do get, as you'll see, a lot bigger cloud production. So you may be asking yourself, well, what type of unit do I get? To be honest, and I'm only going off personal experience, I remember when I first bought my first vape, I had a variable wattage on it, I had a big tank on it and everything else like that. And I really didn't know where to start. I didn't know what wattage do I put it on, you know, what type of coils do I go for or anything like that. And I remember to this day, my very first draw on it, I coughed my absolute lungs out, and to be honest, I went back to smoking. About a couple of years later is when I took up vaping again, but this time I went to mouth to lung, like something very similar to this, where I just wanted to replicate that of smoking a cigarette. I wanted something nice and small and compact, and wasn't blowing huge clouds, but just to try and help me get off smoking. So to be honest, if you're looking at taking up vaping or you've just started vaping, I would honestly recommend a little device like this. This here is, like I said, it's self-firing. You just take out the pod at the top, fill it with the e-juice liquid, and away you go. And it's nice and discreet. From there, obviously, once you become comfortable with vaping and everything else, then there, like most of us, we usually go direct lung anyway. So like I mentioned, if you are new to vaping or considering taking up vaping, a little mouth to lung unit is honestly the best way to go. This particular unit here is a new one from Geek Vape, and it's called the Wenax C1. And yeah, it's quite good. It serves its purpose well. So anyway, I hope I've covered the basics for you, answered a few questions. And yeah, so if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and slap that bell button. Alright guys, till next time, cheers. It does the job, it serves itself, it serves its fun.